Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whatever part of the world we're joining from. We're welcome to today's book launch. I believe we're really excited for this moment. How many of us have been waiting for this moment? It's such a time we've been waiting for, and I mean, it looks like it wasn't going to come around, and here we are today. You're welcome. You're welcome to the book launch. You're welcome to the book launch. So if you know anyone that is supposed to be in this event that is not here, what you can do now is to reach out to them, send them a message. You can tweet, you can chat, you can send the book launch flyers on your social media handles, and just let people know that we have started. The book launch has started already. All right. I welcome everyone. I welcome everyone. We are all welcome. We're welcome. We're welcome. I believe we're excited, and I believe that we are ready to receive all that we are going to get from this event today. It's going to be a mind shifting event. And I believe that so many of us are going to be blessed. We are going to get answers. All right. So very quickly, we're going to be starting with the opening prayer, even as we open this book launch event. So can we just pray? Our Lord and our God, we thank you for this moment. This is the time we've all been waiting for. It is the day that the Lord has made. We are rejoicing and we are glad in it. We pray and we commit this event onto your hands that you, Lord, will have your way. You take control and that every life will be blessed even by joining this event in the name of Jesus. For in Jesus' name have we prayed. Amen. 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 Okay, so without wasting our time, we'll be going into the anthems, Nigeria anthem and the Canadian anthem.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians old and proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Welcome once again, everyone, for this event. We welcome you for this book launch, and I believe we're going to have an amazing time together. Welcome, everyone. So, we'd like to know where every one of us are joining from today. Let us know who you are and where you are joining us from. We'd love to know you. Can we quickly do that in the comment section very quickly? Okay, I can see Professor Fumilayo Adeniyi Okolawo from Chrisland University, Abeokuta, Ogun State. Welcome, Ma. You're very welcome to this event. We are so glad that you're here. We are so glad to see you today. Very quickly, I'd like to know where everyone else is joining from. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. My name is Josephine, and I'm going to be our moderator for today. I'm joining live from Ogba, Lagos State, and I'm so glad to be here today, just like every one of us. You're welcome. Okay, I can see Mike Bomi and Elizabeth Bomi from Alberta, Canada. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Welcome. I think it's good morning. Good, it's evening over here. Welcome, welcome. I believe we're going to have an amazing time today. You're very welcome. All right, okay. I can see Rachel Olufumilayo Oduyemi from Faculty of Nursing, Chrisland University, Abeokuta. You're very welcome. Thank you for joining and gracing this event. Yes, I can see Oyama Blessing Obem from Ekiti. You're very welcome. Adeyemo Yetunde is joining from Ogbomosho. You are very welcome to this event. We are so glad to have you here today. Yes, I can see Temitope Adewi from Muwe, Nigeria. You're very welcome today. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. We're glad to have you around. I can see Idunu Oluwafatoki joining all the way from Ibadan City or your state. You're very welcome. We're welcome to have you on board. Yes, you're very welcome. Yes, I can see Peter Alabi from joining is from Abeokuta, Nigeria. You are very welcome, sir. Saying congratulations to Dr. Akingbade Oluwadamilare. Thank you so much. I believe we're going to have an amazing time. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. This is the time to have us tweet and send let people know on our social media handles that we've started the book review. We've been waiting for this day. You don't want to miss it. Akinyinka Temitope, all the way from University of Ibadan, Nigeria. Tolulope Oladimeji from United Kingdom. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome, everyone. Welcome yourself. I hope we're sitting tight because we're going to have a very great ride today. Yes, I can see Olaoluwa Olabode and Omomi Olabode all the way from the United States. Thank you so much for joining in. You are highly welcome. You are highly welcome. All right, I can see Sunday Temitope from Edmonton, Canada. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I can't mention everyone's name because of our time, but I welcome everyone to this event. I believe every one of us know why we are here today. We are here to launch even the book we've been hearing so much about. I mean, it's just in my dreams I've not seen Charting New Territories. So many people have been blessed already, but we are officially launching the book today, and we'll be having so many amazing people launch this book, and so many people who have been a part of the journey of Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade say so much to us. I've read the book and I've been inspired so much, but trust me, no matter how much inspiration you've gotten from the book, you are yet to be inspired because tonight is going to be a blast. So sit tight, even as we continue in this event. Thank you very much. Don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. You can check us online, check us Nursescope, follow Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade, even on our social media handles. All right, so we are going into the next event, the next session. We'll be having the introduction of the special guest. There are so many people, every one of us who are on this event today, we are so special, trust me. The fact that you are even in this event shows that you are special. We are going to be welcoming very special persons even to this event. I'm going to be welcoming Professor Priska Adejumo. Can we give a shout out to Professor Priska Adejumo? You are welcome, ma. We're so glad to have you around. I mean, I've read the book and I can see so much pivotal things that you've done even in the journey of Dr. Damilare Akingbade. You are welcome, ma. We are so glad to have you today. We are excited to have you around and we can't wait to hear what you have for us. We're also going to be welcoming Dr. Yetunde Tola. You are so welcome, ma. We are so excited to have you around. You are welcome, ma. Thank you so much. I also read about the things that you've done and how you've been a pivotal part of the journey. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to read the book. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. We love you and we can't wait to hear you speak to us this evening. Now we're going to be hearing from the author of Charting New Territories, the author of this amazing book. I know we are so itching to hear him speak to us, and this moment he's going to be speaking to us. So can we have Dr. Damilare Akingbade on board, even as he speaks to us very briefly? Let's celebrate him as he comes on board. You're welcome, sir.
Long before the titles, long before the global stages, there was simply a young man with a quiet burden for people, for purpose, for impact. From Nigeria, his calling took root in community health, where care is not just about medicine, but about humanity. With time, sacrifice, and an unrelenting hunger for knowledge, his journey crossed borders and oceans to the Chinese University of Hong Kong. There, Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade earned his PhD and went on to pioneer innovative digital health solutions, reshaping approaches to breast cancer care and community health advancement. But knowledge for him was never meant to be stored, it was meant to be shared. That vision gave birth to Nursescope Incorporated, a global platform committed to empowering nurses, students, professionals, and health institutions through research, mentorship, leadership, and digital innovation. Today, he stands as a certified global nurse consultant, a postdoctoral research fellow at the University of Alberta, Canada, and a senior lecturer at Chrisland University, shaping minds, strengthening systems, and raising leaders across borders. Yet beyond the research, the lectures, and the global impact, he remains a man of purpose, a mentor, and a builder of people. And now, through his powerful new book, Charting New Territories, My Journey from RN to Global Nurse Consultant, he opens his life as a testimony of faith, resilience, courage, and global influence. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade.
Wow, I'm so honored. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from everywhere you are connecting from. I'm so excited to have you on board. What a joy to welcome you to this special moment in my life, whether you're joining from Nigeria, Canada, the UK, the US, or anywhere around the world. Your presence today is not something I take lightly. As I stand here, my heart is full. This book, Charting New Territories, did not begin on the day I typed the first sentence. It began many years ago. And I remember one particular moment that remains unforgettable, right when I, became a certified global nurse consultant. And my spiritual father, Reverend Olusegun Salako, told me that he wants me to write a book to showcase, what God has done in my life and how people around the world can also benefit from my story and learn how to move from RN to global nurse consultants. When he shared that with me, I just heard about it, but then I didn't take any step because I was very busy with all the ups and downs of PhD. However, the seed was sown. And then around 8 months ago, when I started Nurses Scope and I employed my personal assistant, she's a book project consultant in person of Damilola Ajibade. And in one of our meetings, it came again that I should write this book. And the rest, as they say, is history. There was a time during the writing of the book, I even forgot I was writing a book. She had to remind me, yeah, I know you are busy, but you have started this project and you need to complete it. And here we are today. The vision has become a reality. To my mentors, colleagues, and friends, thank you so much for pushing me, challenging me, and opening doors I didn't even know existed. To my family, thank you for your sacrifices, prayers, and unwavering belief. This book is not just about my journey, it's about what is possible when God guides a life, when people support a vision, and when a dream refuses to die. My hope is that as we launch this book today, something inside you also launches a dream, a plan, a bold step you've postponed for too long. So, with gratitude, excitement, and a heart full of appreciation, I welcome you to the global launch of Charting New Territories. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in this moment, and let's celebrate together. God bless you all.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Dr. Damilare. I mean, that was a very brief yet inspiring speech. It indeed has been a journey. Your book has been one which shows faith, which shows resilience, and which shows that big things can happen even from small places. Thank you so much for making us a recipient of this. Thank you so much. Right now, we're going to be having the first speech by one of our special guests. And I got to meet um, this amazing person last year, early this year, when I was preparing for an event for one of my organization. And while you could see that this is a woman who has been in the field for a long time, yet the passion has not waned. The passion for nursing has not waned. Just the brief moment I spent with her, it was such an amazing moment in my life. So trust me, whatever you're going to be hearing today is going to be very pivotal in your life, and you don't want to miss any part of what she's going to be saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, make welcome with me Professor Priska Adejumo, even as she gives a speech for this event. You're welcome, ma. You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Please just confirm that you can hear me.
Audibly, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. It is with gratitude to God and a very, very warm and exciting spirit that I am here this evening to, share with us part of the joy of Dr. Akingbade. This is indeed charting new territories. And I believe every one of us here tonight, sincerely speaking from the depth of my heart, and haven't read the book, we also chart a new territory. It is also my belief that as we are here, we are also going to go away with a seed that will germinate very soon by the grace of God. So, Charting New Territories is a book. I don't know whether Mr. Arowolo is ready to share the slide. If you are,
Priska
please go ahead.
Olabisi Adejumo is a professor of adult health nursing and current dean, Faculty of Nursing, University of Ibadan. She holds dual PhDs in medical sociology and nursing, alongside master's degrees in medical sociology and medical surgical nursing. A seasoned academic leader, she has served as head of department, subdean, and dean on sabbatical at Christland University. She is the MPI of the NIH-funded Spark Train program for strengthening sickle cell disease, SCD research in Nigeria and Ghana, 2024 to 2029. Prof's expertise spans interprofessional education, interdisciplinary research, and global health. She is a 2020 FAMER Fellow, member of the CUGH Global Health Competency Subcommittee, 2020 to 2024, and has served as WHO consultant on COVID-19 preparedness across 8 African countries. Her current research focuses on cancer genetics, particularly risk factors and counseling. She completed advanced training in cancer risk assessment at City of Hope, California, and is a 2013 ACLI Fellow and Mentor for cancer genetic counseling trainees across Africa. She pioneered cancer genetic counseling in 4 southwestern Nigerian states and has ongoing initiatives in Cameroon and Rwanda. Professor Priska is the founder of the Focusing on Empowering Young Nurses Initiative, FYNI, mentoring nurses to excel in clinical expertise and compassionate care. Please make welcome our guest speaker, the highly esteemed Professor Priska Adejumo.
Wow. Thank you so much for that beautiful intro. I sincerely do appreciate it. I will give all glory to God. So, Charting New Territories, that is the book that we're here for tonight, this evening. And we have been so privileged to have listened to the author, the amazing Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade. Let's go. Charting New Territories. Can we move on to the next slide, please? Okay. So this is a book that, listening to him a few minutes ago, will show to us that he had a seed that was deposited in him by his father, spiritual father, and his personal assistant watered that seed, and that seed has germinated today to what we all are saying. So, Charting New Territories is a book on purpose, inspiration, leadership, self-belief, journey of faith, resilience, spiced with failures along the line, and then the mental power that generated everything we are going to be hearing today. Thank you. Next slide. Okay, thank you. I came across this wonderful Son of the Most High God in 2015. as an MSc student at the University of Ibadan. And I found in him an uncommon fire for purpose and bold vision for nursing profession. He had an appetite that is not found among his colleagues. And between 2015 and 2025 that we are now, and so it's so wonderful that this book is coming out before 2025 closes. I mean, it's an 11-hour miracle for me and for all of us who are here. So 10 years later, we have watched that seed grow into a global story of an extraordinary impact. And I'm sure he has told us a few of that, but we'll see more in this. The takeaway, please, can we move on to the next slide? Thank you. Oluwadamilare, the takeaway from here is that by the time he was traveling, he had just 4 publications. And today, it's very big in my mouth to say that 4 publications has added 0 to it. And you know what it means when you add figure 0 to whatever it is that you're doing? It's very implicating. I mean, he didn't make it 5. It didn't become 8. He didn't duplicate it. He didn't make it 100% increase from 4 to 8. Because if he had gone from 4 to 8, or from 4 to 12, or from 4 to 16 to 20, and like that, we could have been talking about, geometric multiplication. But when it went from 4 to 40, within a space of 3 years, is amazing. And honestly speaking, every one of us should begin to think, what will you be doing in the next 3 years to make your publications from 4 to add figure 0 behind it? If it is 3, to make it 30. If it is 5, to make it 50. If it is 10, to make it 100. I mean, we are receiving the seed and the energy and the power and all that we have in this gathering this evening. Thank you very much. Next slide. So there are take-home from younger generations. And I want to assure you, it's not only for younger generations. His early career, for example, gave us some of his struggles with mathematics as a subject, and personally doubting himself, which is normal. But what he did with that is what is important, by ensuring that at the end of the day, he transitioned from a public school to a private school. That is not within his power. It's within the power of significant others around him. Even though he had a score of 384.5, which is approximately 385 over 500, he was not offered admission to study the course that by then he had in mind. And so faith brought him directly life into nursing, which was a discipline, or is a discipline he never wanted, or he never planned for. No, he never wanted, he never planned for. And so even at that time, he still considered switching, to medicine. Let's go on, please. Next slide. Thank you. So the takeaways from the first chapter are so many. But if we take the first of them, which is discernment for every one of us is to be able to decipher. Discernment is for you to be able to understand. Like we had in the first chapter, he was interested in choosing some other fields, which perhaps is based on what he called his strengths, which perhaps is based on what his field is, whatever we cannot know about. But faith brought him face to face with nothing. And when you have to make a choice, I oftentimes tell younger generations to please look at your passion. Where is your passion directing you to? Where is that thing that when you are tired, your energy completely drained, you can still rise up with residual energy and push that thing forward? And that's where, life pushed him to, based on the strengths, based on his passion and his calling. The second thing is carefully being able to decide. The second thing is carefully handling disappointments. A closed door may actually be an opening door. One door may close for another door to be able to open. If you can, imagine you can imagine a mental picture of doors behind doors, that for you to be able to make entry into one session, you actually need to close one door. So it is not all times that doors are closed that we begin to get so discouraged that we lack the energy, the vigor, the vitality, and all that is required for us to be able to move ahead. So a door closed, yes. Disappointed, yes. But handling that disappointment for the author this evening is that there may be direction from all the doors that we open from this. And so not seeing it as a failure enabled him to give God a chance to decide. So it looks, humanly speaking, stuck. It looks as if, there was no way for what he wanted to do, but he gave opportunity for God to direct him, to give him, emotional strength, and then he turned to man. So we are looking at vertical and horizontal direction now. He turned to God by allowing God to give him direction. He turned to men by allowing men, those who God has directed in his path as destiny helpers, to mentor him. And he was sensitive on this moment. And it's very important for us to understand, so that when things are happening, you can actually not lose sight and not lose yourself, so that you can have direction to be able to move ahead. And then in all of this, he was able to find his true calling. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the key takeaway from chapter 2, there are temporary struggles with everlasting assignments. And I want us to take note of this. He had, yes, a major challenge, failing 2 courses at 200 level. Maybe you have never even failed a course in the entirety of your journey in the academia or your school journey. You've never even failed a course. I mean, there are people who made 3rd class in their higher institutions, and that became a springboard with which they sprung and moved even to high levels. They are in the society today, and we can know them. But our brother talked about failing 2 courses at 200 level, and that was crisis for him. And he strongly sensed God's assurance that we move, and he actually transited. He moved to Osogbo with his mates, and after he passed that particular exam. So being stuck in one point is not a stuck forever. It's a stopover to have reflection on some things, and he experienced this season, and at the end of it, he actually experienced an extraordinary academic grace where he studied word for word, and he was able to make a science and make a success, and a good success for that matter, out of that. So for younger people on this place, please do not think about community services. Do not think about ways of men to be able to, pass at all costs. No, it's not. When there's a failure, look at it and bring out something out of it. Can we quickly go to the lessons learned, the takeaway from chapter 2? 1, navigating overwhelming academic pressure. It's important to be able to create balance between spirituality, academics, and personal well-being. Now, many young people get stuck, and they are not able to ensure balance in between these. And inability to maintain balance, equilibrium between these 2 opposite heads can cause problems for young people or younger people. And so he was able to navigate, recognizing purpose in expected places. That is paying attention to inner sensitivity. Where is the nudge directing you? Quietly drawing your attention, that are giving you signals of what to do and leading you to fulfilling your purpose. A single encounter, according to him, like meeting a mentor, can redirect your entire destiny, and value those moments. So if you have an opportunity to be in contact with a mentor, with a destiny helper, how are you handling it? How are you, using it to the utmost advantage? So that's last chapter 2 talks about some things, that talks about his fellowship with community of Christians, with brethren, and that is serving where you grow. Some people, once they get overwhelmed, they get so busy, then they just forget everything about their other aspects of their lives. So he was serving and he was growing. So you can grow and serve at the same time. But the key word here is, please take note, service builds your character. It helps you to navigate empathy, discipline, and essential traits that you need as a true Christian healthcare provider that you are. Next slide, please. And we will be moving very fast. In chapter 3, Beyond the Classroom, it talks about his NYC experience and how he applied to OAU for his master's. He was rejected. I told us all those stories in that place. And after a class interaction with one person, 2 people actually, one was Professor Okolawon in Ghana, where he presented something at Afi Health, and second is Professor Priska Adejumo, who took interest in mentoring him, and all of this he narrated to us in chapter 3. Let's go on to the takeaway from chapter 3. So for personal and professional growth, uses early career seasons like NYC to build foundational skills and character. If you cannot build character as an NYSC core member, you may not be able to build character as a CEO, as a director, as a chief executive, anything, anywhere, whatever you become, later in life. So it's very important to be able to use early career seasons to build foundational skills and character. Treat every placement, even in small towns, in small local environment, treat it as much as possible as opportunities for growth. And for intellectual development, please invest in books. Do not always invest in state-of-the-art fashion materials, things that are what you will wear, and they will go out with fashion. They will no longer trend, and the money will be gone. Please make sure that you invest in books. Consistent reading will compound into influence, and that's very important. Share your knowledge. He said he's not a person who hoards knowledge. He shares the knowledge that he has, and any knowledge that is shared will automatically multiply. Whether at that point in time or later, it multiplies. So he has blogs, reviews, conversations, all these small steps. They have to spark great movement that we are launching today. And for spiritual alignments, maintaining grand routines in your faith, in your music service, during high pressure seasons, he was there passing through all of this, yet not abandoning his relationship with God. So to become a balanced professional individual, you must be able to balance and be able to do all of that together. Now, let's go to chapter 4. Thank you. In chapter 4, we had insight from his personal struggle and all that happened with founding CEO of INR, and how it became a turning point for him, and using the power in research to be able to come in. And then, we went into him searching for his PhD placement and eventually pursuing a PhD in Hong Kong. That accelerated is becoming a global nurse leadership institute, GNLI, which is a major international honor for him. And then many honors await him, and I'm sure heaven is the limit, not just the sky. Let's go away with some of the takeaway lessons from there. Thank you. For students and early career professionals here and innovators in any field, as a matter of fact, don't find some things that are difficult. Don't see them as difficult and unsurmountable. When you come across bottlenecks, you come across some difficulties, some challenges, don't get stuck there and remain there. Master them. Look for way. Look around that particular challenge, and then look for opportunity that can give you room for developing leadership skills, for example, and start when you don't even feel qualified. Do not wait until you become an expert. Vision is more important than credentials at the beginning. Is very important. And for advocacy, believe as much as possible in shared cause. Start with one project, handle the little that you can handle at this point in time, and then continue to make it bigger and bigger, and then look for broaden your horizon and begin to expand like that, and you will discover that drop of water today will become a big and mighty ocean tomorrow. And you turn your knowledge into action. For advocacy, don't just sit down. Knowledge that is not transferred is no knowledge. So turn your knowledge into action. Research lead to solutions, not just publications. Don't just go and be writing and be publishing. Publish in correct journals. Don't publish in predatory journals. Publish in journals, Q1 journals that have good impact, that can be blown out and make you visible, and people can know about the work that you are doing, and people can start looking for you because you become a queen and a king of that particular space that you have created for yourself. And for leadership, there's an expect resistance when doing something new. It's very okay. For leadership development, take roles that stretch you. Don't stay within your comfort zone. It's very important for you to know that comfort zone can never always remain comfortable for you. Please prepare. Take roles that will stretch you. Your future needs experience is very important. Small leadership moments, prepare you for global opportunities, like Mr. Dr. Akingbade has shared with us. The RN at Lagos yesterday, at Council day before yesterday, today has become a global nurse consultant. So stretch yourself, stretch your horizon, stretch your capacity, stretch your exposure, stretch everything, and expect resistance when you are doing something new. Anytime you put your head above the waters, just expect that something is going to hit it. So don't just stay under the water, bury your head there. No, when you are doing something new, let's results, not arguments, not wasting time on things that do not matter, not majoring on minors, but let your results, let it speak for you. Let your results showcase you, not arguments. Thank you very much. Next slide. This is chapter 5. And chapter 5 is about the story of LAUTECH between 2013 and 2017, how he moved to Lagos, how he heard about LASUT was recruiting, how he attended the interview, got the job, and all of those things. And this place is a launch pad, not a destination. So he thought he would work in North Military Council in Nigeria, in Lagos, but rather he found himself in Abuja. And when he got to Abuja, a lot of things happened. There was lockdown, blah, 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 and a lot of things made INR's global breakthrough for him and ignited his transition. Let's move to lessons that are learned from this. So when you feel you are stagnated, when you feel you have gotten to the end of the road, please, I plead with you to embrace everything that is needed. Pay attention. Treat volunteering like paid work. Everything you're going to do in a job that is not paying you, I know the Bible says, he who is not faithful in small, who will give him big thing that is of his own. If you are not faithful in something that is not your own, so when you are volunteering for something, do it as if you are receiving salary, you are receiving pay for it as a paid work, because what you are doing at that moment will count and you will receive reward for it. Embrace unexpected transitions. It's very important. Build relationships. The human capital is very, very important, and it pays your bills. It does a lot of things beyond the money capital. Please, let's try to invest in our relationship like Dr. Akingbade did. Put God at the front, put God beside, put God at the back, and put God at the center. It's very important. The God factor has helped Dr. Akingbade and is sharing, that with us. Let's go to lesson learned from chapter 6, expanding eastward. He felt a deep internal pull toward purpose, even while he was working successfully at Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, and he got admitted to Hong Kong for his PhD. He faced, very many obstacles that looks as if, wow, is this where he's going to be forever? But from there came international awards, from there came teaching role, from there came opportunity to build his Christian faith, and so on and so forth. And today we are talking about him as being a global nurse consultant certified, and that is fantastic. So let's move on. Thank you. So discovering purpose is very important. Being able to monitor new things that are happening around, moving in short without purpose, without something leading you, without something guiding you, it's not going to end anywhere. So discover purpose on time as well. And then networking, in fact, and mentorship. We have heard about how destiny helpers assisted at various stages of his life in his relationships. All the destiny helpers who have, some people he has not even interacted with very deeply, but yet they have sown a seed in his life. Some people he have interacted with very deeply, and they have made an impact in his life. And that takes us to leadership and influence. Wherever you go, build community, build leadership. Begins with meeting unmet needs. Identify needs that need to be met and meet those needs. Don't wait, to be established before you can help others. Don't wait until you become billionaire before you can be of financial needs or assistance to someone who is in need. So always let your eyes search for needs and make yourself available. On work ethics and discipline, productivity grows when distractions reduce. So make yourself, away from distractions as much as possible. Only use them as launching pad, to greater heights. And it's very important to understand that as seasons of silence, you might use that period for certain ambitions, for imperatives, for following and other things towards realistic goals that you have set for yourself, like Dr. Akingbade did. On strategic career building, he documented every step along the line, and that has helped him. Thank God that his EPA reminded him. Thank God for the seeds that was deposited in him. But if he had no proper record of all that was happening along the way, it may be difficult to come across and to come up with a book like this. So be strategic as you go along and as you grow and as you build. On faith and resilience, expect obstacles, but handle them carefully. Don't ignore persistent internal nudges. Purpose often speaks in quiet dissatisfaction. When you feel unhappy, you feel dissatisfied, please, inside of you, call yourself out and find out what are those internal nudges. Comfort can become a trap. So growth requires intentional disruption. And when you face disruption, don't look for who has done this and who has not done that, who is to blame. Rather, recoil and then refire, and then be able to identify what areas you need those disruptions are coming from, that actually you are needed to nudge you up into greater heights. When a door opens, please take notes and act fast. Some people have the door open ahead of them and cannot move in. They still require people to come and push them inside those doors. In chapter 5 is the global vision. I know you received the CGNC credentials in 2022. It was recognized as global leader contributors. Please, let's move on to the lessons learned and take away from that. So don't disqualify yourself from opportunities. Greatness begins with uncomfortable yeses, if there's anyone like that. When you say yes, sometimes you said yes to things that looks impossible, but don't disqualify yourself from opportunities. Try to embrace opportunities when you come. Remember, opportunities happen to those who prepare for them. It's very important on leadership and impact. Let's go to the next slide. On leadership and impact, it is good to know that leadership is not a title. It is the courage to solve problems. There are so many problems. The world is tired of problems these days. What the world is looking for is solution. So leadership is not just title that you carry on your head wherever you go. No, but the courage, the boldness that you have to actually be able to solve problems and take responsibility. And then on visibility and reputation, document your work consistently. Write good reports. Everything you are doing, please document it. Let it be written for you. And in chapter 8, okay, on research and scholarship. On research and scholarship, identify research needs of your country, of your locality, of your community, of your environment, of your professional group. Find out what problems and challenges are. Ask good questions and come up with solutions, and then publish strategically. It is very important while you are engaging in collaborative research. Chapter 8. In chapter 8, we have some lessons that we have also learned. There he told us about his arrival in Hong Kong. Let's go to the lessons learned. Lessons learned in chapter 8. Yes, he was able to plan his next steps early. So don't wait until when a program has ended. In fact, you are advised that the day you take a position, you are looking for the person who is going to succeed you. Don't wait until when it's time to hand over. The same way, plan your own next steps early. Don't wait until when the program has ended to prepare for what next. Build a CV that speaks before you enter the room. When people read your CV, they are like, we want to meet this person. I think this person will take over this job, because your publications, your collaborations, your volunteerism, your leadership roles, everything has spoken for you in your CV. So you apply for opportunities even when you seem not to be ready. Don't wait until when you think you have become ready and expert. Readiness grows with process, and resilience will carry you further than talent. Talent is very important, but resilience plus character will carry you further than your talent can carry you. Let's go to chapter 9 quickly. Thank you. The birth of Nosyscope. The birth of Nosyscope, he prayed, he received clarity, and registered Nosyscope within 48 hours, because he said yes to a program that's organized, in his ministry where he worshipped, and he was able to see and be able to use that opportunity and convert it. Let's go to take away lessons from chapter 9. The takeaway from chapter 9: follow your internal promptings. Even when it's not convenient, don't always look for what is convenient and convenient. Please, no. Great opportunities appear as terrible times. They are wrapped in gifts that you cannot take note of and you can't see. Build before you feel ready. If you wait for the perfect moment, you may miss a divine window. So start small, start now. As we are listening to all that we are talking about here, begin to ask yourself, what is the mindset that I have? Turn certifications to platform. Grow your network, not just a business. Alumni networks, creating brand for yourself, loyalty, and sustainable influence. If you are loyal to somebody, somebody is going to be loyal to you. It's very, very important. Make somebody happy, and it becomes easy for you to get happy. Global mindset opens global doors. It's very important. If you are a local champion and you want to remain as a local champion, you can find yourself in your locality being a global champion. But when you come across global doors, leverage your environment. Canada streamlined business processes, created a path that he could not have executed easily in Nigeria. I'm aware of how the difficulty in getting INR registered in Nigeria. It was, I don't know how to describe it, but within 48 hours, he was able to register in Canada. So leverage your environment like he did, making use of Canada's streamlined business processes to be able to create a path that was impossible in Nigeria's environment. Always use your current environment to its fullest advantage. Don't just exist in an environment, don't just there, but thrive. Make the best use of that environment as much as possible. And then final words in this, I hope I've not bored you. My final word are from all that Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade has put together for us, is that nothing is wasted. Every experience has purpose. You can see him with his supervisor here. Great things require sacrifice, so don't fear the cost. Whatever is going to cost you, be prepared, be ready to be able to do those things. And fantastically, my most exciting slide is the last one. And I hope to see you all winning. Dr. Akingbade is here with his wonderful and awesome children and his amazing wife, building character in the area of marriage, in the area of home, in the area of academics, in the area of professional career, and being the best that you can be as much as possible. That's what we are looking for. A total man, a man that believes in the God factor, a man that takes his job and his work and his professional and career seriously, a man that is given to academics, that is given to reading, studying, understanding the climate where he finds himself, a man who understands how to convert the environment and leverage on it to bring out the best and to make the best in him to come out. Today, we talk about One Health, about climate change, we talk about different things because man has decided to exploit the environment. The environment is now exploiting man. I plead with you, everyone, all my listeners today, try as much as possible to go home from this book launch with a seed and invite us. I will be happy to be with you when your seed has germinated and you have not, somebody somewhere has assisted you in nurturing it, and you want to bring it to the whole world to see, I will be excited and looking forward to meeting you right on top. Congratulations, Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade, as I often like to call him in his full name. And to every one of you, I say thank you so much for being with us this evening in Nigeria, at least morning in other clime. Thank you so much. We are all excited. May our dream come true. May our journeys lead us not array or in disarray or into confusion. May our journey lead us to where we are expected to land safely. And God bless all of us. Our moderator, thank you for doing a good job. God bless you and thank you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How many of us are feeling the heat in the room? It's getting really hot in this room. Oh my goodness. I can listen to Professor Priska all day long. Thank you so much, man. That was an amazing review. I mean, she already reviewed the book. Honestly, from chapter to chapter, Professor was just bringing it, dishing it to us. That was an amazing word, man. Thank you so much. I've learned so much from what she said, and I mean, we really need to go back to this review. We need to go back to this launch. One of the things that she mentioned that really stood out for me was when she talked about when she said purpose often speak in quiet dissatisfaction. That is really, really profound. Like I know many of us can actually relate to some of the experiences that Dr. Daminari faced, and it's such a blessing that you were able to chat down these experiences in writing for so many of us that are coming after you. Thank you so much, Ma. We really love you, and we say thank you so much for that amazing speech. Woo! It's getting hot. It's getting hot. Please tell somebody that is not here that they are missing out. Reach out to someone out. Let them know that they are missing out. We've started already, and it's really getting hot in the room. Amazing, amazing. So, right about now, we'll be going into the book unveiling, even as the media projects the video. Whoa. How many of us notice that everything about this book review is screaming excellence? Like it's that's just been so amazing. Well done to the media team. Thank you so much. So we're going into the book review proper by, and we'll be having our next guest speaker speak to us in person of Dr. Yetunde Tola. Let's sit tight. Professor has dished us hot dishes, and we are in for the next feed. I hope we are not tired yet. So media, please let's project the
Dr.
bio. Go and
Tola
play the
is a
proper.
registered nurse, researcher, and emerging leader in global health with extensive experience in research and nursing education across Canada, China, Thailand, and Nigeria. She holds a PhD in nursing from the Chinese University of Hong Kong, where her research examined innovative, non-pharmacological approaches, particularly music therapy, to improve surgical outcomes for African women with breast cancer. Dr. Tola currently teaches at Dalhousie University and previously served as a postdoctoral fellow in aging innovation research at the University of Waterloo. Her work focuses on pain management, cancer survivorship, dementia care, and policies that shape nursing practice and health equity. She has contributed to numerous peer-reviewed publications, book chapters, and international conference presentations, and she serves as a reviewer for leading nursing journals. Passionate about knowledge mobilization and mentorship, Dr. Tola continues to advance evidence-based nursing and advocate for equitable healthcare systems globally.
Hi everyone. Hi Josephine. I hope you can hear me.
You're very audible.
Oh, thank you. It's a privilege to be here today, and I don't know, there is no proper review of the book after Prof has reviewed. So I don't know how to come in after Prof has done a lot of justice to the book, but I'll do my best to not repeat what Prof has said, but I'll do my best to also talk about the journey that I have witnessed Dr. Akingbade go through. So thank you so much again, and congratulations to Dr. Akingbade Damilari for this groundbreaking book, and for putting into words his stories. And I remember way back when we were together in Hong Kong, and he would say that I just we have to write a book and tell our stories and things like that. And I'm like, okay, you go ahead. I'm right now not so much a person of in that line, in with thoughts in that line, and I'm so glad that he pursued it, and this is the outcome. All right, so the book we're talking about is Charting New Territories, and my journey from RN to global nurse consultant. It's a really big privilege. And when I saw the title, so I'm going to talk about the title of the book. When I saw the title, and I chatted with Dr. Akingbade Damilare, I'm like, did you realize that the Chinese University of Hong Kong is situated in New Territories in Hong Kong? It's a district in Hong Kong. And it was like I thought nobody will notice, like those of my friends in Hong Kong, but you're very, very like sensitive and on point. So I told him I feel like this is God being intentional about placing us in different at different locations, because he can see, because he already knows um, what's going to happen. So God is strategic, God is prophetic, and for so many people who don't know the Chinese University of Hong Kong, it's it's a very great university. It's an institution where international minds come together, and the location and everything is just amazing. And I'm glad that I get to share the same office with Dr. Akingbade Damilare. And during our time together, um, it was a wonderful journey, though challenging, not in terms of our interpersonal relationship, but in terms of doing a PhD. It was challenging, but God saw us through. So I will talk a little bit about the author of the book, and what I have seen in his life and how his journey has played out. Dr. Akingbade Damilare is a man that is given to God. Um, and on his journey, you can just see everything, the way he does his things, the way he communicates. He's not the kind of person that will do things except God has actually um led him to do it, or he has that nudge from God. And another thing that I observed from his life is knowledge, is hunger for knowledge. And you would see that throughout his book, and especially the first few chapters of the book, where he talked about reading a book, owning a bookstore, selling books. And this is just an attribute of someone who just wants to know more. And it doesn't matter which knowledge, which book it is. I remembered sharing a book with him. He knows that I love books that explains life stories so much. So I shared with him a book, and The Hiding Place, and he said, oh, I don't want to read it now, blah blah blah. I said, you just have to read it. And then he would read it on his way to the school on the train. And then he just said, I don't feel like returning this book to you. I feel like this book is something that has to be in the archive. So that's how much hunger he has for knowledge. And you would also see that he's a person who is also given to leadership. His leadership His leadership attributes is so profound, and you cannot be under his leadership and be dormant. That's one thing that I see in him. You see it through his book as well, and you would also see how his leadership has paved way for him up until now, and it's still going to pave more way. And finally, about the author is service. Service is very important to him. You would see it coming out in terms of volunteering, and is the kind of person that he would do anything to make sure that whatever he is involved in gets becomes successful. Either he is taking the leading role or he is taking the followership role. He just wants it to succeed. So that's little bit about the author. And then I'll go into the book, and from everything that I see in the book, from the first chapter, I see a humble beginning. It may look different for all of us, and that's very, very okay. But in telling his own story, his humble beginning, and started from going to a public school and transitioning to a private school and going, you would see the picture that he painted and how that unfolded in his journey. The next thing I will talk about there is his parents. It's easy to miss how subtle having parents or being a parent that is very spiritual, or that has yielded to God. Um, it is very easy to miss that part, you know. And I see his parents saying, I know when you read that story, it was funny to me though, that they are yielding to the Holy Spirit. His father yielded to the Holy Spirit, led him, got him the forms and everything that he needed. But there was this authoritarian mix also with it, where you don't have a conversation, and this is common with most of the African homes. I guess this is why most of us can relate, where they just tell you what to do and nobody gives you a reason or an explanation. So in the parenting style, you would see that God is present in their parenting style, and yielding parents who yielded to the instruction of God when he told them that he wasn't going to do nursing medicine again. They still believe in God's purpose for his life. Many parents would have said, no, I'm not going to pay your tuition. I don't care what you heard from God. I don't care what's going on. But we would see how that part played out. So another thing is that I will talk about moving on in the book is that as children of God, it is very, very important for us as children of God to know God for ourselves. His parents were godly parents, they were ministers of the gospel and things like that. They love God, but he had to find himself. He had to find himself, his place in God. So, especially for children for most of us that are children of gospel ministers, whether it's music, whether it's pastoral, you need to find God. Don't serve God in the shadows of your parents. That came out so profound for me in chapter 2. Don't serve God in the shadows of your parents. It is very, very important. And when God gives you a vision, he will sponsor it. He would sponsor it. And in his sponsorship is everything, everything, basically everything that you need. It would connect you, it would bring you to people, it will strategically place you at different times. So that's chapter 2. And talking about God sponsoring, I would say that this is where God had connected me and Bro Dami. I hear, like, he was my senior in Lautech, and I hear a lot of people in Fellowship of Christian Nurses. They talk Bro Dami, Bro Dami, Bro Dami, and I'm like, who is this person? Why is everybody saying Bro Dami here, Bro Dami there? But I never bothered. But I had met his then roommate, Dr. Adesuyi, and I didn't know it was Bro Dami's roommate. But I think at the time I met Dr. Adesuyi, um, mm, Dr. Akingbade was not had finished school, so I really don't know much about him. So Um, the next time I would have any personal interaction with him was in 2017 or 2018. That was during my masters. I came back, I needed to renew my license, and I spoke um to a friend, and he said, "Oh, we have Brodami in nursing council." I'm like, "Oh, I don't know him, and will he attend to me if I just pick up with his number?" And I called, and true to him, he picked up the call and he said, "Okay, send me the form, blah blah blah, do it this way, do it this way." And he did that. He changed my name, and he did the change of name and the license renewal, and he even made sure that I got the license physically. So it was that point that I felt, if this person doesn't know me and he could do something like this, then if I feel like I owe him. If he comes asking for something that is within my power, I have the onus to respond back. But I never had any chance, any contact with him ever since then. So look at how God just brought him into the picture of my life, or how God brought me into the picture of his life. So God was already placing situations and events. And I will say that um, in God sponsoring your journey too as a person, is that He would make sure that those who will help you that need to succeed, they must first succeed. And this should also be your prayer point. Whenever you are praying, pray for the person that will help you, that whatever is acting as their own stumbling block, God should take it away, so that they can, your own timing will not be delayed. Their own timing should not be delayed, because the more their timing is delayed, the more you will have to wait, the longer you will have to wait. Okay, that's that. Next thing is that you have to strive to see what God is doing. When He says move, you move. That's it. And you have to serve others, read books, and give relentlessly. Now I'm talking about chapter 3. It's a whole different perspective when God says move. I'm also a person that I've had to move how many times? I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 times. I'm talking about moving countries. I've lived in 4 countries, and I've moved provinces like 3 times. So it's, when God is saying move, you just have to see it. It won't look like it. It won't look like what you're expecting. Things will be difficult. And you would stay in where He is telling you to live. If you stay there, you will suffer. So if you don't want to suffer, listen to God. The next thing is all your services, all your cries, all your pain, it will pay off eventually. So a story I would like to put there is commitment with INR. When he was building INR from the start, he has shown pictures and of everything in his book. When he was building INR from the start, catching the vision and volunteering. Imagine what it means. You are being called the CEO of an organization, but you don't have any pay. Instead, you are funding the organization with your own money, the money that you don't even have. You are funding it. That is service. It's pain. Those who sow in tears will reap in joy. So now you're seeing Scope. Now you're seeing Dr. Akingbade Damilare. Remember that he didn't start as Dr. Akingbade Damilare. He had sown, he had labored, he had served, and now he's being compensated. He started small. He didn't start as Dr. Akingbade Damilare. This is an inspiration for you to start where you are, serve where you are, start small, labor. It's not all about money. It's not all about money. Investment in people, investment in organizations, and volunteering pays a lot. And with God's backing, you would see in all of these things, he didn't leave God. God's backing was evident in everything. Okay. Now, I mentioned that moving is very, very important. And we know that starting over is very, very scary. It's very scary. You would see his journey. how he had to move even within Nigeria. I tell you, as somebody that has moved a lot, it's draining financially, psychologically, emotionally, mentally, health wise, in terms of your family too. It's draining because you would have probably accumulated some of your material things. Your home is settled, you've furnished your home, your children are settled in school, or if you don't have children yet, you've already built relationships in that city. And then God says, you are too comfortable. This is not the final destination. Move. And that is a very, very difficult thing to do, to start all over. When Dr. Akingbade moved from Nigeria to Hong Kong, it was at the most difficult period of time that he moved. It was at the most difficult time. He moved during in the middle of COVID in 2020, and there was lockdown, no flights. I remember changing flights and talking to airlines and sending emails back and forth and being on WhatsApp call with him. And the school insisted he had to come in person. They were not paying his stipend. He had invested so much in that PhD journey. And that alone can be discouraging to so many people. At that point, so many people would have said, okay, I can let go of the money. I'll just go and beg my previous employer and say, I'm stupid, I'm sorry, I'll just continue. But God is still writing the story. And the way God handled everything, you would know that if God did not say go, don't go. That's if God did not say go, don't go. Because if God says go, and he would definitely back you up. The next thing I want to talk about is what I personally reflected on in chapter 6, and that is the fact that in all of this, Dr. Akingbade was not idle. He was not idle. And you would see that even in that book of Matthew that we like to quote very well, he said, ask, seek, knock, find. That's what Matthew said. But we often forget, as all of us, that all those things, they are action words. It is not God that will ask for you. It is not God that will seek for you. It is not God that will find for you. It is not God that will knock for you. It is you doing your part. Do your own part. Dr. Akingbade did his part. When he reached out to me and said, I want to do a PhD, can I apply? And we had that conversation. I have had so many people have conversations. They want to do PhD, they want to study outside. But when you tell them that, okay, these are the things that are needed, you need to write a proposal, they expect me to write their proposal. They expect me to fill the form for them. Some even expect me to pay the money for them. You don't understand. You will be the one to find the money. When I told him it requires this amount, it requires you to write your proposal. Within days he sent me his proposal. I'm like, wow, this person is serious. Okay, I better take him seriously. Now that is doing your part. You will seek, you will knock, you will ask, and you will still find, because you have to open your eye to be able to find. Okay, I won't talk too much on that as well. Now, in all of this, your preparation matters. When preparation meets opportunity, it looks as if it will look as if that opportunity was handed to you on a platter of gold, or for doing nothing. But all the years of sweat, all the years of leadership and discipline, prayer, volunteering, research, policy making. When he was doing his GNLI program, in Hong Kong time, it was middle of the night, 2 a.m. to around 4 a.m. I think he ran two leadership programs together at that time, if I'm correct. And based on the timing, he would be up in the night and still be in the office for his PhD program at 7, 8 a.m. That is commitment, that is discipline. You cannot do that if you don't have the mindset, if you are not preparing for something. So your preparation, when he's leading Narcissiscope and you are seeing the way he's leading, you are seeing how he's able to have connections or relationship with people, and how people are helping him, and how he's interacting with younger generation. It did not start with nurses school. Remember, I said before, he did not start as Dr. Akingbade Damilare. He did not start as CEO of nurses school. He started as that young man who wanted to do nursing, who wanted to do medicine. That young man who was preparing to do medicine, who did everything to do medicine. But God said, go this way, and he went. Okay. And the next thing is, um, every opportunity that you have, every place that you are, is a new training ground. Like new territories is a new training ground. From what I understand from that book, new training ground, new training gears, new trainers, a continuation of God's manifestation is what you would experience. And for you, your new training ground, your new territories may not be in another country. Your new territory may not be a district in another country, may not be PhD program. You, who told you you cannot do exploit with your RN certification? Who told you you cannot do exploit with BNSC? Who told you you cannot do exploit with MSc? Who told you you cannot do exploit with different aspects, different things? What you have in your hand, you can do you can do exploit with it. So a new training ground, new training gears, and a manifestation, a continuation of God's manifestation. So the next thing I'll talk about is in chapter 9, which is start now, grow now, move now, and a new paragraph is brewing. You don't know the next destination, but start now, grow now, learn to grow now. All of those books you are reading, it's not only nursing books. And some of us, we are not even reading nursing books. We are reading different books, finance, wealth, spiritual books. Read nursing books too, because knowledge is not limited. And to summarize everything that I have seen with the book, that book is an encouragement that your dreams are valid. I believe so much in it. Your dreams are valid. Stand your watch. It is very, very important. Dr. Akingbade, I would say that in Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 to 4, I see Dr. Akingbade leaving that chapter. He stood his watch, he listened, he prayed. You see all those subtle prayers. When I tell you that by the time I was sharing opportunities with him, about PhD, about GNLI, about postdoctoral fellowship, he was he was in the busiest season of his PhD program. He was in the busiest season of his life. Yet he stood his watch, he listened to God, and you would see all of it, how it plays out to who he is today. And irrespective of where you are standing on your watch, know the fact that God has an answer. Whether the answer is wait, whether the answer is move, whether the answer is start, whether the answer is grow, whether the answer is whatever the answer is, God already has an answer for you. So I want Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 to 4 to be also a part of your journey as you go, and write down your vision, write down your revelation, make it plain. God will bring people around you. It would be in fellowship, it would be at your place of work, it would be anywhere around you. God has a plan. Dr. Akingbade is living God's plan because he stood his watch, he listened, he wrote down, he invested, he learned. The fact that God said that I will bless you, my brothers and sisters, He will bless you indeed, but you have to work. Remember, you knock, you ask, you seek, you find, you will do. It's an action word. They are action words, not words of just where you would sit and receive and it would fall into your lap. God is not a God that calls you to a lifestyle of dormancy. He's a God of exercise. You have to work your faith. Your dreams are valid. Thank you so much for listening. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much and congratulations, Dr. Akingbade Damilare. Congratulations to you and your family. Thank you.
Such an amazing speech. Such an amazing speech. Thank you so much, ma. Thank you very much. That was an amazing one. I mean, I believe we've all been inspired in one way or the other. Dr. Damilare's story is one that is laced with following the instructions of God and a determination. There's a saying that has been like a mantra for me for this year, and it is that the universe dances to the tune of a prepared man. Every of the story, every of the seasons of Dr. Damilare's life has shown that he is a man who has been living his life prepared for every opportunities that comes. As God is speaking, he's passionate and preparing for it. Thank you so much, but that was an amazing one. Thank you very much. All right, to those of us in the house, are we ready? We are starting the book launch proper, 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 proper. I wish I can see us here. How many of us are warming up for the book launch? So before we go into the book launch, I want to say that we have a pre-launch prize for the book now, and the best time to get your copy is now, because by 11:59 p.m. West African time today, the price of the book will return to the normal price. We have the pre-launch price now, and you can get your copy now. Get your copy now before the pre-launch ends. The pre-launch offer ends. So do well to get your copy today in order not to get it at a higher price. Of course, if you get it at that price, no matter the amount you buy, it is worth every ounce you spend on the book. Okay, so we'll be going into the book launch proper. How many of us are ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay, so we're going to be starting with our chief launchers in the house. A very big shout out to Dr. Olubenga Ibikunle. You are welcome, sir. One of our chief launchers. I don't know if you are in the house. Can you hear me, sir? Dr. Olubenga Ibikunle. Would like to have your goodwill message now. If you can hear me. Okay, so we're going to our next chief launcher, which is Professor Tolulokwe Sajobi. Apologies if I don't pronounce it well. Professor Tolulokwe, can we have a goodwill message now? Our chief launcher in the house. You're welcome, ma.
Right. Uh,
Professor
Okay,
Sajobi is
thank
an
you.
internationally recognized biostatistician and a professor in the departments of Community Health Sciences and Clinical Neurosciences at the University of Calgary. A certified professional statistician with over 15 years of advanced experience, he is widely known for his expertise in predictive modeling, clinical trial design, patient-reported outcomes, and data-driven decision-making for population and public health. He leads the Person-Centered Methods and Analytics Research Group, where he has directed analytical strategies for more than $40 million in funded research and contributed to over 250 peer-reviewed publications. His methods have shaped major studies in neurology, cardiology, stroke research, digital health, and global mental health. Professor Sajobi's work extends across Canada and internationally, supporting clinical trials, health systems evaluation, and equity-focused decision-making. He currently serves as Academic Director for EDI Data Research and Strategy at the University of Calgary. Please make welcome Professor Sajobi.
Great. Thank you very much. And first of all, congratulations, Dr. Oluwadamilare Akingbade. It's been a pleasure seeing you grow and prosper. So, Damilare and I grew up in the same city, in Elisha. And interestingly, I never crossed paths with Damilare, but his dad happens to be my pastor, a mentor, a role model to us. And I only met Damilare probably 2 years ago or last year at a meeting here in Calgary in person for the first time. But over the years, we've stayed in touch, and I've been personally inspired to see him thrive and grow as a nurse. And reading the book has been very inspiring. And I'm really blessed to and really inspired by Professor Adejuma and Professor Tola's review of the book and every other person I've spoken. But I see the importance of having the right environment, and environment talks about family, what kind of family environment, what kind of friends and people you have around you. And so oftentimes people have dreams, and unfortunately, when placed in the right environment, what we all need to pay attention to is to make sure that the environment doesn't poison what you have inside of us. When you're in a bad environment, and you've got very great ideas in your mind. There's something in biology called osmosis, and I think in chemistry there's also diffusion. So you don't want in the bad environment your great visions and great ideas get lost due to diffusion and osmosis in the wrong environment. So I encourage everyone to take advantage of that. Buy the book. It's a very important book. And as I read it, one of the things that pops in my mind is how important it is to be in a nurturing, encouraging, and a thriving environment where your dreams can actually be propelled forward. So congratulations, Damilare. I want to challenge you to still keep on. That's the first book. I'm looking forward to reading many more books. You've got a lot of those books inside you. So I'm looking forward to hearing that you finished the second, the third, and the fourth book. So as we publish scientific papers, there's still more papers to more books and more materials to churn out there. So congratulations. I want to congratulate the family too, Dami, the wife, and the two boys. Thank you for dreaming with Damilare. Thank you for encouraging him. The success is also yours as well. So, guys, I want to encourage you. I want you to pick up the book and buy. I've got my own copies, whether you're in Nigeria, in the US, in Canada, in Australia, in Europe. The book is available on Amazon. I've already made contributions to purchase 10 copies of the book. And so please, that's the least that you could do. Use the book as a gift for Christmas gift. So instead of buying clothes for people or buying toys, get teenagers to buy the book. I think teenagers and early career university students will need to read this book. So not just buying for yourself, use it as a Christmas gift to support people. And we want to get these books into the hands of everybody that you benefit from the book. I also want to encourage you. I encourage you to write at least one post about the book on social media. Encourage Dr. Akingbade to write maybe one lesson you learned about the book, put posts on social media. Let's get this going. There are bad news that go viral daily, but that doesn't add anything to anybody. These are success stories that we want to make viral. We want them to go viral and inspire people, right? And so please, let's do that. And on behalf of myself and family, Dr. Damilare, congratulations. I'm so proud of you, and we're all so proud of you, and keep up the good work. Thank you.
So Lopo already said the piece for us. So you can get as many copies as Christmas gifts for so many people. So we'll be having others, as many want to launch the book. Would like to know you. You tell us your name and how you'll be launching the book, either in cash prizes or the copies of the book. So let's know if you are going to launch with cash prizes. These are the accounts you can send the money to. But would like to know how much you'll be sending and your name. So let's start. The book launch has started already. Prof. Tolulope already set the pace. So let's keep it going that way. Let's keep it going. I just want to keep seeing messages that I'm launching this book with 100 copies, with £500. Yes. So let's just keep it coming. Let's keep it coming. You can use the chat box for that. You can use the chat box. Just type it. Let us know what you are launching this book with. We have a few minutes to do that. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. This book is not just one of the things I want us to understand is that this book is not just the experiences uh, of Dr. Damilare. This is expertise put into place to chart down all that he has experienced. Imagine if he didn't have the level of poise and expertise to be able to put it down into a book. So you know that so much has gone into this book beyond the fact that those experiences are his. So much has gone into the book. So this is a good way to launch this book, and this is a good way to be a part of this success story. Because tomorrow, of course, you may be launching your own book. So let's keep it coming. I want to keep seeing messages in the chat box. Who is launching next? What are we launching the book with? In cash prizes and in kind. That is, of course, copies of the book. Okay. So we'll be having Dr. Olubenga, who is our second chief launcher. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's celebrate him as he
Dr.
comes on board.
Olugbenga
Dr. Olu.
Ibikunle is a globally respected infrastructure and asset management leader with more than 18 years of international experience advising governments, cities, and utilities across Canada, the United States, and Europe. His work strengthens the resilience of water systems, transportation networks, and other critical public infrastructure. He previously served as a senior engineer at Stantec, where he contributed to award-winning water, wastewater, and pipeline rehabilitation projects that positioned the firm as a leader in trenchless and buried infrastructure solutions. He now serves as managing principal at Avodatech, providing high-level consulting in infrastructure resilience, life cycle planning, and climate risk analysis. Dr. Ibikunle holds a PhD in civil engineering from Heriot-Watt University, a master's in environmental engineering and project management from the University of Leeds, and an MBA in strategy and consulting from the University of Alberta. A licensed professional engineer and award-winning asset manager, he is known for bringing scientific rigor and innovative modeling to complex infrastructure decisions. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Olugbenga Ibikunle.
All right. All right. Dr. Olubenga would not be able to speak. However, he has sent his goodwill to us and is so excited to be a part of this this book launch. Of course, he has disclosed what he's going to be launching this book with the author. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much. So yes, the book launch is still ongoing. Would like to know what we'll be launching the book with. I'm not feeling the energy in the house. I'm not feeling the energy in the house. We can type it in the chat box, type out how much we want to launch the book with, or how many copies we want to launch the book with. Can be helping somebody's career by buying this book for them. Yes, this will go a long way more than shawarma and pizza. Of course it will. Yes. Okay, okay. Can we keep it coming? Can we keep it coming? Can we keep it coming? All right, I'm still waiting for our messages. Still waiting for our messages. What are we launching the book with? I believe we do want to launch the book. Okay. Yes, I am saying please would like to know our names so that I'll be able to call out our names. Yes, I can see. Okay. On behalf of the Foundation of Medication Safety and Fellowship of Christian Nurses UCH, we'll be launching the book Sarah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is David Ogunlabi. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Let's keep it coming. Please let's have our names first so that I'll be able to recognize us. So I'm seeing Josephine Ogene Cho. Please pardon me if I don't pronounce your name well. She'll be launching the book with 10 copies. Thank you so much. Let's keep it coming. Yes, this is the energy I want to see. This is the energy I want to see. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So while we keep launching the book, I really want to appreciate some very special persons in our midst. I want to appreciate our fathers and mothers of the day. I mean, it's such a very blessed thing to have our mothers and fathers in the house, and really want to celebrate you. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Presence of Pastor J.A.O. Akingbade. Thank you so much, Daddy. We are so blessed to have you around. Thank you very much. You are so welcome. We welcome you powerfully. I'm also going to be celebrating over Olusegun Salakop. Love you, and we are so proud to have you around. Dickness RB Dairo, Mrs. Olufumilayo Salako, Pastor Abosede Saiki. Thank you so much. These are amazing people, and it's such a privilege, such an honor to have you around. Thank you very much for gracing this occasion. We are so blessed to have you around. We are so blessed to have you around. We are celebrating Pastor J.O. Akingbade. Thank you very much, Daddy, and Dickness G.O. Akingbade. Thank you so much, Mommy and Daddy, for being here today. We are so blessed and honored to have you around. You are such amazing people, and thank you for the gift of Dr. Damilare. I mean, if you didn't give him to us, I mean, we can't experience his goodness. Thank you so much, Daddy, and thank you for being a part of this. Overseer S.O. Dairo and Dickness R.B. Dairo, thank you so much, Saz and Maz, for being here today. We love you, and we are so glad to have you around. Reverend Olusegun Salako and Mrs. Olufumilayo Salako, thank you so much. We are so glad and we are blessed to have you around. Pastor Festus Saiki and Pastor Abose Saiki, thank you very much. Thank you so much, our mommies and our daddies. We are so honored to have you around. A special guest of honor, RCCG, Oasis of Love, Professor Fumilayo Kolawon, Professor Adenike Olaogun, Professor Deborah Esom, Pastor and Nurse Matthew Fajimi, Dr. and Nurse Adesuye, Dr. and Mrs. Sunday Nunayon. We are clapping our hands and we are celebrating you, Pastor Olaoluwa Olabode, Pastor Stephen Onobiro, Dr. and Mrs. Tosin Akintunde, Mrs. Dorcas Shonibare, DNS Olushola Aketi, DNS Adebola Aino, Mrs. Oduyemi Rachel, Nurse Faith Aziz, Nurse Kenny Oluwatosin, Nurse Olayinka O Aremu, Nurse Adesua Oni, Mr. Toby Omolere, Mr. David Ogunlabi, Honorable Fawale Israel, Fellowship of Christian Nurses, Southwest Zone, Institute of Nursing Research Nigeria, focusing on Young Nurses Initiative, FCN Lautech Alumni, FCN Lautech SUI Generis Lautech Nursing 2011 set, FCN Southwest Zone UK, Fellowship of Nurses, Fellow Nurses Africa, Development and Advocate for Nurses Initiative, and Stepped Up Nurse Academy. We are so glad to have you around. A special shout out to you all. Thank you so much for gracing this occasion. And even to our amazing and impeccable book ambassadors, Adeola Akinleye, Okweyemi Ayantunji, Rebecca Akinka, Peter Alabi, Faith Ajayi, Hafsat Mahmudu, Mofopefoluwadada, Sarah Olushola, Oluwashola, Ibrahim Amadu, Obafemi Arowosegbe, Oluwamege Adeshayo, Oluwaloye Oluwadairo, Sharon Oyelayo, Josephine Adeye, Victoria Alabi, and Sophia Kadiri. Shout out to you all. Thank you so much. You are such amazing people. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. The book launch is still ongoing. I'm still expecting more comments from us. Okay, I can see a Mike Bomi said he would like to launch this book with 2 copies. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. All right, let's keep it coming. I believe we still have a lot of launching to do. Okay, I can see Aziz Faith, on behalf of the Fellowship of Christian Nurses Southwest Zone, we are launching the book with the sum of 50,000 naira. Amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's keep it coming. If you launch it, I know your heart is telling you, just launch the book. Launch it. Launch that book. Launch the book, and you'll be glad that you did. Okay, so I can see Pastor and DNSJO Akingbade launching 2 copies for 100,000 naira. Thank you so much, Daddy and Mama. You've done a lot already. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Let's keep it coming. I know we are not done yet. We are not done. Okay, we have 2 minutes more to do this. While we do that, don't forget to follow us Okay, Festus Psyche is buying a copy for 50 Canadian dollars. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, we have some people at the background who have sent some money. We're acknowledging Professor Deborah Esson, Professor Priska Adejumo, Mr. Kende Oluwatosin. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can send the money, your pledge to the account details, the payment details projected, and ensure that we do that as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So we have 2 more minutes to do this as we round up the book launch for today. Let's keep it coming. Yes, and we're also receiving a lot of copy purchases. Amazing. This is the energy I love to see. This is the energy I love to see. So if you've not gotten your copy, just grab your copy now. Yes, grab your copy, grab your copy, grab your copy. Okay. Yes. I'm seeing I don't know who this person is, but at Love Television is purchasing 2 copies for $100. Thank you so much. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are all amazing people, and thank you for making this a success. Without you, this would not have been today. So, thank you everyone for joining this book launch. You're all amazing people. Thank you very much. We have a minute more. Yes, I'm seeing Sunday and Temitope, 1 copy for 50 Canadian dollars. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. We have 40 seconds to go. This is the right time if you want to launch the book. This is the right time to do so. This is the right time to do so. This is the right time to do so. Let's keep it coming. 30 more seconds to launch the book for as many who have given to this book launch in one way or the other. Thank you very much. God bless you abundantly. As many who has read the book, you know what you can do for us. As you are reading this book, let people who have not read it, let them know what they are missing out. Start sending. This is the best time to use your content creation skills. Let's see you on Instagram. You can collaborate with us at Scope or Oluwadamilare Akingbade on Instagram and let us know how much the book has blessed you, what you have learned, and why you think people should get their copy. I'm still reading the book. I'm definitely going to read this book more than once because this is a gem right here. This is a gem right here. And it's an amazing book. 10 more seconds to go as we round up this book launch. 10 more seconds to go. 10 more seconds to go. Of course, even after this event, you still have the opportunity to launch the book. While you may not be speaking about a book launch here, you may do it. That's why we have the payment details projected here. You can have it written down, and if you feel this is something you obviously want to be a part of, you want to be a part of this success story, you can send in your pledge and say God bless you as you do so. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much. We've had such a swell and amazing time today. Thank you for gracing this occasion. And even as we round up, I wish us an amazing day from every part of the world. I would have said good night, but I know that we have different people from different time zone. So I wish us an amazing day, even as we go on with our activities. Thank you so much, everyone. Do have an amazing time. Bye.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. I'd like to take a moment to appreciate us all too by taking this vote of thanks. I didn't know this moment will be as emotional as this. When Dr. Yetunde Tola was speaking, I started remembering, reliving many of the events of the past, how painful the journey has been. Yes, we can come on social media to share the good stories, how everything has been so beautiful, but the journey has not been as easy as it sounds. We want to appreciate God, starting with God for how far He has helped us. Bible says no man can receive anything except it is given unto him from heaven. I really want to appreciate God for how far He has brought me. Is the one behind the story. I appreciate him. I also want to use this medium to appreciate my biological parents, Pastor and Deaconess J. O. Akingbade, and family. They've been the pillars behind this journey through their financial support, their prayer support, their words of encouragement, words of advice. I really do appreciate it. And I'm also fortunate to have very prayerful in-laws, Overseer Deaconess Eso Dairo. Thank you so much for the prayers. Thank you so much for the support over the years. I also want to specially appreciate my wife, my beloved wife and children. Thank you so much for bearing with me on this journey. It's been a lot. There are many things there are many rivers we have crossed. There are many hurdles that we have climbed. But through it all, God has been so faithful. Thank you so much for making this happen, for designing this beautiful thing that we have seen here. Thank you so much, my wife, for all the support. It means so much to me and my children for understanding their dad's very busy schedule. And I also want to appreciate the committee that put all this together, from my PA, very hardworking, diligent, amazing, who doubles as a book project consultant. She was the one that put all this together. She's actually the brain behind this book. Thank you so much for making this happen. And I pray for you, Damilola, as you have supported me, God will raise people to support you too. In the name of Jesus. Yes, I want to appreciate the uh, publishing committee. Thank you so much, Tediba Publisher. Thank you for doing a very amazing job. This book, I told them now I love quality, and they me the exact quality I want. I've gotten so much reviews how powerful the book is. Still on the launching committee, I have people like Faith Ajayi, people like Mofope Folua, Oluwaloye, Oluwadairo, people like Temi Tope, Kadiri Sophia. Thank you so much for the hard work you have done. To our amazing moderator, thank you so much. I know you are in a very special season in your life, and you doing this at this moment means a whole lot to me. And I know many of us have enjoyed this platform, how beautiful the screen is, the designs and everything. This was powerfully brought to us by a nurse. Mr. Damilare is my namesake, Arowolo. Thank you so much for this incredible platform. This is so clean, beautiful, and really I love beautiful visuals, and you have given this to us. Thank you so much to my amazing mentor, Professor Priska Olabisi Adejumo. Prof. Adejumo has been so inspiring since I knew her in 2015, and many of you will see that she presented from her car actually, because she's in church. She's in church and she just stepped out to have to make this presentation. And thank you so much also, Honorable Shref Fawole, for supporting Prof to make sure that this actually happened. Your work behind the scenes is really appreciated. And to our amazing book reviewer, I was asking that why was she cutting onions when she was speaking, because she opened a lot of painful moments, a lot of painful events, how we poured in our sweat, our monies, everything that God has given unto us to a vision that many refused to support. As we are raising things, people are castigating us, pulling us down, blackmailing us, say a lot of very bad things about us. And we meant well, but then, she actually, said a lot of things, brought back very beautiful, very inspiring memories. And she has been a huge pillar of support. I also want to especially appreciate Dr. Emmanuel Adesui. If you see that book, yeah, I have my copy here. I have the hard copy. Very, very beautiful book. I mentioned a lot about Dr. Emmanuel Adesoye, how well he supported me, supported the vision, and I eventually handed over to him as the CEO of INR. Thank you so much, you and your wife, for the support over the years. Also, I want to appreciate my spiritual father, Daddy Olusegun Salako. He has been there over the years, supporting, being behind the scenes, praying, advising, and doing a lot. And also my church family, as the oasis of love. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm not sure I'll be able to finish this, so I don't break down, but I just want to appreciate FCN family. Thank you so much for all the support. And the list is long. I can't mention many names. Thank you so much for being part of this story. I love you all and I appreciate you. And I pray for everybody that has been part of this. You have contributed your time, your energy, everything you have to this cause. I pray where God is taking you to, God will take you there. As this vision has come alive, your vision and your dreams, they will come alive in the name of the Lord Jesus. Where God is taking you to, God will take you. That my family all around the world, thank you so much for this support. To Chrisland University students, at my supervisor, Dr. Mana Claire, Faculty of Nursing, University of Alberta, Professor Tolokwe Shajobi, Dr. Ibekunle, and everyone, thank you so much. And God bless. If I omitted your name, it's not intentional. I pray God be with us all. Thank you so much and bye bye. Thank you.